This morning we woke up to these beautiful views of the Sacred Valley and then headed downstairs for our morning coca tea and some breakfast. We woke up pretty early this morning because today's a travel day, meaning that today's the day that we move on to our next overnight stay in the Sacred Valley. We are going to be on the road all day today, so we have some activities in our itinerary to break it up and make it a little more fun. Our first stop is going to be for a weaving workshop, and our second one is going to be a visit to a ceramics studio. Our first stop on the road was a place called the Center for Traditional Textiles of Cusco, which is a nonprofit organization that empowers native weavers in the area and educates visitors about Peruvian weaving traditions and practices. The weavers who are going to be teaching us today handed out some hot tea and really wide brim hats to warm us up and also protect us from the really harsh Peruvian sun. As the women explain the process to us, I'm going to include some clips I have from around the area of other native weavers doing the same process so you can really see it up close. The process starts with the shearing of domesticated sheep or alpaca with a stone knife. Next, the raw wool and fiber is twisted and spun together using a traditional instrument called a pushka. Sometimes, after spinning the string on the pushka, a weaver will choose to organize it in her arms while singing a traditional song to prepare it for dyeing, like this. She even encouraged us to try and sing a little bit. Next, native plants and minerals from the surrounding area are used to dye the string various really specific colors with unique processes. Even a specific kind of beetle is used for its red powder that can be then turned into dye or a festive lipstick.
I will.
The string is actually dyed by the minerals and herbs being boiled in a pot, and then the string being dipped into that pot with the desired color in it.
Whoa! Mira.
After this, the spools are hung up to set and dry. The fibers are then spun again on the pushkas to strengthen them and prepare them for weaving.
So that's the technique. No?
The weavers in Peru use a traditional style of loom called a backstrap loom. To use this kind of loom, they have to plan their designs out way ahead of time and organize all the string accordingly. The strings are then looped around a fixed point a couple feet away from them and then secured to them with a belt that wraps around their waist. After the workshop and then some shopping around, we got back on the bus and headed to our lunch spot. We had lunch at a really cute spot nestled in a neighborhood, and it kind of felt like we were eating in someone's backyard. The food was really good, and we even played a Peruvian coin toss game called Sapo. After a little while more on the road, we arrived at a place called Seminario Ceramics. This is a ceramic studio and art gallery in the town of Urubamba. The studio was created and started by a Peruvian artist named Pablo Seminario, who we got to meet and talk to, and he told us all about his art and how it's been displayed all over the world. Most of the pieces here are inspired by ancient Peruvian techniques, and some of his work has even been displayed in the Smithsonian. After our tour of the studio, we got to glaze our own tiles and make our own designs. After a few more hours on the road, we arrived at our final destination, which was the town of Ollantaytambo. To end the day, a few of us got together to eat and listen to some live music at a restaurant that overlooked the town. Thank you so much for tuning into our little travel day.